Hi, ladies. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Drea's Kitchen. I like the sound of that. So I was pre-meal prepping, that like I always call it, and I just wanted to share a little bit of how I do it. So this week I'm preparing a lot of meat because I do it for me and for my kids and for hubby. So I don't only meal prep for myself. I have learned to do that for everyone in this house because let's just face it, that cooking every day doesn't work. At least not for me. I don't really have the time to be doing that all day every day. Um, and it gets me in a mad mood. Gets to a point because I'm exhausted and I don't want to deal with the kitchen most of the time. So that's why I do it every Sunday. Um, I actually shared before. I used to meal prep Sundays before when I was working, but I no longer, since I'm no longer working outside of home, then I do it on Mondays. So this would be going down on a Saturday if I was to be working outside of home. But right now, it's no longer happening. So the meats for this week are going to be, this is pork tenderloin. This is lean. I actually make sure that when I buy it, I get the lean one, that, and then I check the label if it has, any kind of added chemicals, if the pork has been fed um through veggies and things like that. Like, I make sure that I'm getting the right amount of meat. Believe it or not, the bigger the chicken, just in case, the more hormones you get in your body. So make sure that when you are shopping and you buying your meat, make sure it's coming from what they are feeding it and all that stuff, because all those chemicals go into our system. So for this, I make that. And this is my tilapia. I get it out of the fish market. It's already seasoned. How did I season my tilapia? Each and one of them are seasoned with this and this, and one entire lemon. If you want to add a little bit of extra salt, you could go ahead and do it. I don't longer do it. This has low sodium level, so I no longer need to add salt. Like I always say to you guys, keep in mind your sodium intake, how you season your stuff, because that is going to make a difference in your entire journey. So if you are using these are my favorite ones, including, I think I have, this is improvised, so I don't have to be. These three are my main ones from Mr. Stash. I get this one in Target. I haven't found it anywhere else. But these two I buy them at BJ's. It's their bigger size, and they last a really long time. But since I bought Flavor God, I have stopped using these. So I have them there just a backup, or if I want to use it for whatever else. But for now, I'm actually hooked on Flavor God. I believe that they are better seasonings. They both great seasonings. I'm not saying go ahead and buy Flavor God. No. This one is actually cheaper, but it is what it is. That's my choice. Um, so I did that. I seasoned with those three things, and that's it. That's why you see the color. That's the color from the actual seasoning. Sometimes I add extra herbs. Spices are always good, so you don't have to worry about adding more, a lot or less, or a small amount. This doesn't make it helps you no matter what. So that's what is done. I have a trick for this. Actually, pork tends to catch the flavor pretty quickly, so you don't have to stress too much. But in my case, I hate eating a piece of meat that tastes like real meat. I need to feel either, the seasoning in it. Otherwise, I won't eat it. So I have this trick. I use these Ziploc bags. They super helpful. If you want to use them, you can use this trick. So what I do is I add all the meat in here. I place it in here, all of it. I learned this from watching cooking shows and stuff. And it actually makes a difference. And it saves space in your fridge. So why not? And I already had mixed this. So what I did was I added, I minced my garlic. So I minced garlic, one lime, an entire lime, and herbs. Herbs are great. So I added a lot of herbs. And I added this garlic. I'm sorry, this one. It already has garlic. The lemon and garlic. I mixed it up. So now I'm just gonna pour it in here. You don't actually have to touch it or anything. You can just pour it in there. And it's gonna do, you could just mix it up. So I seal it before mixing it up. And you could just go like this. You make sure that the entire seasoning is getting to all the meat that's inside. Make sure it's spread evenly. If you don't want to taste one piece of meat with a whole bunch of flavor and the other one tastes like pure meat, like the actual pork. Ugh, I don't want to think about it. And look, right now you see that it's spread evenly. So since it has air, I open it and I fold it like this. I fold it and then I close it again. And space saver and all the flavor in one stuff. So you can do it like this. For this kind of meat, I usually do it. For steak too, I usually do this trick. And my son loves the chicken legs. So we buy them by the pack. And I pre-pack them like this. Every time I go food shopping, I split everything, all my meat. So every time I'm gonna go, I'm gonna do my meal prep, I don't have to be defrosting part of the meat and then putting it back, because that's not okay. It will actually mess up the meat quality. So what I do is I pre-pack it like this. So I just put it to defrost the day I'm going to season it right away. I just gotta season it. I did the same trick that I did for the pork. I did it for this, and this is the end result. So it's going to go here. And the chicken, like I always say, I buy the chicken also by the pack, and I make sure that it's grass-fed, that has no added anything, no chemicals, none of that stuff, no hormones, no added hormones. So I cut one entire breast in half, and this is what I get. It's around 4 ounces of meat. I'm sorry, 4 ounces, and that's going to be one serving for me. So half and half. There you go. And I do the same thing, but in this case I don't put it in the bag. I'm just going to season it here the same way. I'm doing cooking classes now for you guys, right? And I'm actually seasoning it as we speak. I do it pretty quick, so I don't have to worry about that. So I add, for this one I'm going to use only garlic. I season it side and side. If you want to add a pinch of salt, like I said, that's okay. If you have Mrs. Dash and you want to add a pinch of salt, garlic, and whatever, you can do sofrito. I couldn't do sofrito this week because I was missing a few ingredients. That's why I'm doing it like that. Otherwise, I would have used a little bit of sofrito. And I think this is it. Okay, so we have the end result here. And it's already in here. So I'm going to be saving a lot of space in my fridge. So for my hubby, is the pork loin. I'm not eating pork, so that's for him. That's for my son. And my fish and my breast for my lunch and dinners is done. And what I do, I pile it up like this, and it fits perfectly in the fridge. Look, takes not much space, and you get a great amount of meat for the week. So I hope this video helped. I've been meaning to do it, but I never had the time to actually get to it. Hope it helps and how to actually season your stuff. If you're gonna meal prep on Sunday, season your stuff on Saturday. It will save you so much time. All you have to do is make the meat. While the meat cooks, you do everything else. You pick your veggies, your carbs, you prepare them while the meat is getting done, and you save a lot of time and hassle, and you stay on track. So like I said, I hope this video helps, and get to your meal prep. You know how much I actually insist on that, because I know it's going to make your life easier and it's going to keep you on track. Goodbye.